Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Conarium. I'm your host, Euclidean Mind, and I'm joined by Boo.
Hello.
Hello. I think it was right here we were at. It's either this or 4. Remember, we just got power back on, and we were in the main base. I think, yeah, we're here at storage.
Locked. Locked.
Do we want to go in there just yet? It's an elevator.
Really interesting looking elevator. Looks like one of those really old time Dali elevators.
Oh, yeah. So, this is the infirmary. Went through there. Let's pop over to living quarters. It's private. Those are crew rooms. Let's go to private rooms. Whew, okay.
It's locked.
Okay, Barlow's room's locked. Blake, is it? Hmm. I know we're close to what we have been looking for. During the adaptation sessions we hold here in the meeting room, I feel a guidance of some sort. Something pointing towards the destination we seek. This could mean we are now in sync with the ancient source. The wearable Conarium we're carrying on our left arms connects and thus receives sensations from the same ancient source. And sometimes I wonder whether there has ever been another soul during humanity's relatively brief period of existence who was able to achieve such a feat. Within some shunned and elusive sources I have gathered from around the world, it is said that the extraterrestrial species, the Elder Thing race, built it after passing through a stage of mechanized life on other planets. But its purpose remains unclear. Some sort of lever?
It's stuck.
Hmm. worlds and myths. Scientifically, the pineal gland, also known as the pineal body, Conarium, or Epiphyse cerebi, my bad, is a small endocrine gland in the vertebrate brain, named after its shape, which resembles that of a pine cone. It is located in the epithalamus, near the center of the brain, between the two hemispheres. The pineal gland produces melatonin, a serotonin-derived hormone which modulates sleep patterns in both circadian and seasonal cycles. But mystic traditions and philosophy ascribe it in a different role. René Descartes regarded it as the principal seat of the soul and the place in which all of our thoughts are formed. And in the writings of Madame Blavatsky, it was explained with the Hindu concept of the third eye, or the Anja chakra. As part of the human body not fully understood today, it holds its deep-rooted place as one of the most important links between our material and continually degrading mystic nature. Man, speaking's hard today.
Are you doing good?
Alright, we'll take this.
A lot of reading manuals in this game. I like it.
I do. It's like someone's head hooked up to a machine. Generated voice is outputted to its speakers. Incoming power needs to be regulated. Maintain feed input to the backside. Auditory and visual data are fed to the main system by primary filters. It is really possible to feed the machine with an actual brain. Ancient sources speak too secretively about this. Based on the writings of R. Bacon and Wolfgang von Kempelen, I will too improve the machine.
Machine?
May 2nd, 1949 at 9:15 p.m. After our haphazard momentary aerial exploration of the unholy and utterly ancient cyclopean maze of the square, curved and angled blocks, I'm trying to make words here, we could detect most of the locations revealed by the previous Miskatonic University expedition leader, the professor, Emeritus William Dyer. But what we are looking for is not there, inside the haunted Shoggoth ruins. Excuse me. According to various sources, it should be in the much older ruins beyond the Elder City, right on the edge of a mountain beyond the Mountains of Madness. It was built over a location deeply shunned, even by the Elder Things, and built long before the colossal city Dr. Dreyer and his team explored. Now we set foot upon lands no one has ever seen before. A vast mass of dry land around the South Pole, which rose from the primal waters when the Old Ones seeped down from the stars. A place so evil, most of the arcane sources hesitated to record it at all, while some murals within the Elder City depicted it as an obvious repugnance and trepidation. With obvious repugnance and trepidation. Okay. Cool. .8 light equation. Photoreceptors light. Servo motors. see something here. Inventory space, okay. How to use selected item. It's only been a day since I played this and I'm already forgetting stuff. Toggle torch, journal, toggle equip.
Ooh, there's the game.
This is Frank Gilman from Upperwatt Antarctic Expedition. Over. They may be out of reach.
Not. Why won't you open? Someone left their torch. Dr. Faust.
Did I lock my door? I don't remember where my keys are. Locked.
Right? June 7th, 1949. These nightmares have become unbearable. I still see the same man in my nocturnal visions, but now he is holding something in his hand, which I believe to be a lotus flower. We seem to be continuing this grave and serious conversation again and again, but I still can't remember the contents. During working hours sometimes, I hear his voice through the radio. It is not in a form of meaningful sentences, but more like some unconscious mutterings. I'm afraid to tell anyone about this, for I hate the very idea of suspension I will probably be facing. So someone was worried with information that they had. It's a man and his little baby boy. Charming. Frank, we'll no longer call you Jim. You've been upgraded in your title. What a pretty butterfly. Hold on. We'll get to you, drawer. We want the second one. No, drawer. Drawer. Patience drawer. And that's that Upperwatt Antarctic Expedition sketchbook. One of the composite sculptures we've come across during our initial field trips. It has a open third eye on its forehead, as well as inside its hand, which I think indicates some kind of state of knowing, because allusions to knowledge and other things recur all the time in almost every bas relief we've discovered so far. All this leads me to believe these creatures inhabiting those halls have acquired some kind of knowledge from elder things, fabled creatures of primal myths. It's another baby picture. Nothing on the back. Sharply dressed man. Man and lady. Dazzling moustache. I am inclined more towards the notion that our nocturnal visions are not just faint and fantastic reflections of our waking experiences. Every time I pass into the state of dormancy, somehow I can explore while I am dreaming the vistas of grandeur, an alien prospect, an unnatural disposition, so vividly expressing the outer extents of this world I had yet to discover. If only I was endowed with the artistic skill to describe my visions. All I know is that all this becomes evident after the Conarium sessions had started. Even though I am not one of the participants, I am somehow affected. I feel I am absorbed, while in an unconscious state, into the oblivion, crossing the line beyond the wall of sleep. L. Ferguson. Another little boy.
Oh boy, where?
Johann de Witt.
Oh, the picture.
The picture.
Locked. It's locked.
Hmm. I have a feeling we'll be coming back to this room. Hidden
The voice,
plants of great antiquity.
the voice you're using is like one of those creepy, like, horror narration voices.
Oh, I'm doing a voice?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Oh boy, I totally didn't even notice. Let's try it. Hidden plants of great antiquity. Was that the voice I was doing?
Yeah.
Oh boy, I didn't even notice I was doing that. Oh, we have a button here. Oh my.
It's pretty good. It really fits the atmosphere.
Hold on. I'm hearing things. Something here? Jeez, that's so creepy.
Alright.
So let's get it started at the bottom. It's gonna take a few seconds, but okay. We're gonna see what we can get from this.
I think it's
Hmm.
It's stuck.
We got something going right here.
It's stuck.
Am I not doing something right here? We're gonna save real quick because I don't want to lose this. Nope. F7 and F8. Okay, those are slots. I think those are for quick save and quick load. Yeah, those are.
This is Frank Gilman from Upperwatt Antarctic.
Alright, we don't want to do that. Hopefully we're getting close.
Sounds like it.
Okay. Hello?
Who are you?
I'm Frank. Frank Gilman.
Is that so?
Is there a problem with that?
My name is Frank Gilman, an anthropologist joining this expedition upon the invitation by Venerable Dr. Faust himself.
This thing is claiming that it's me. That's absurd. Why?
Interesting.
Okay, Frank. Tell me, why are you here exactly?
I am here because of my extensive knowledge on the human pineal gland. I am one of the Conarians.
All right.
Conarianaut?
Voyagers beyond.
Beyond? What beyond? No answer. What do you know about Dr. Faust?
He is the grand mastermind and the pioneer of this expedition.
Well, maybe.
Where is everybody?
They are here.
I don't see anybody around. Are you sure?
Yes,
You're claiming that you are me, Frank Gilman. But you are just a machine.
and you are just air.
Air? What do you mean by that? It doesn't answer me.
Hmm.
I figured don't I?
It does. Well, we figured that out. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I can't save. What do you mean I can't save? Won't let me save. Something gonna happen? Oh, no, I can save.
Boss fight.
Alright. Everyone get your guns. Gonna have ourselves a good old boss fight. So glad I didn't go down the elevator just yet.
It won't open.
Supposed to use a lever on this? No, I guess it used itself. Hold on. We got that from Johann Dwight's room. Hold on, hold on. We couldn't open Johann Dwight's locker, I think.
I'm gonna open the locker.
If his coat is just right here, where is he now?
I've noticed a very curious and dangerous development in the psychological condition of the whole crew that compels me to record this note as an initial diagnosis report. The problem is especially intense for three subjects: Dr. Barlow, Dr. Anderson, and Frank Gilman, whom I have been inspecting closely since the onset of their psychological degradation. During the past 2 nights, the aforementioned, not aforementioned, subjects awoke, screaming in their beds, thus affecting and demoralizing all the crew members. When I spoke to them personally, I noticed some serious deviations in their behavior patterns. As time progressed, I noted deep changes in their mental conditions. When really pushed, they clearly started to behave like someone else, which led me to believe I was facing some sort of multiple personality disorder, but it is too early to draw any conclusions. Other subjects are not too far a cry from their normal personalities, but the difference is, of course, obvious. Their condition is getting worse day by day, and a serious medical examination is needed to be carried out on everybody displaying such symptoms. I am informed Dr. Faust and warned him about the consequences. He looked worried, but nevertheless hasn't mentioned it to me since. With the weather conditions we have been having lately, it seems extremely unlikely that we shall receive professional help from the outside world, or will be able to send anyone away for a thorough medical examination, which is the only sane thing to do under such circumstances. Torch. Thank you, Torch. We're doing our job. Hello, my honey. Hello, my sweetie. Hello, my ragtime girl. Something, yeah. Going down? I do think I do. It's dark down here, Frank. If only this Frank Gilman was played by Danny DeVito. There's crazy demons and aliens. Gotta get out my tow knife.
I thought you'd try to get this chainsaw and just like run it up the living room apartment.
We're seriously concerned about Frank. We find him at night in his room, shouting in his covers, screaming about rum ham.
Yeah, that's definitely Danny DeVito. There's like no doubt about
Rum
it.
ham. You gotta pay the toll. Alright, so let's continue.
There's like an incorporeal Charlie right next to him. Frank! Stop screaming about the ham! Go away, Charlie!
Go away! There's a door. There's a hallway. Depot. This is my home. Is this the Home Depot? Moving on.
Bad shit was bad.
Biolab? By all means. Link elevator? Oh, what the hell? Son of a bitch. We're just gonna keep moving on. Floor elevator. Well, we've been there. Is there a bathroom where I can clean my trousers? These crocodiles.
It's stuck.
Alright, let's check the outer perimeter first. Check these doors.
It's stuck.
It is stuck.
Won't open.
My little birdie arms won't open anything. I'm in for a tweet. Hold on. Floor elevator. Link elevator. We don't want elevators just yet. Heading on the depot. Box. Sir, your face is melting. Maybe that is your face. A statue, beautifully carved from blue crystal. It depicts a humanoid figure sitting in a meditative posture. The most striking feature of the carving is its octopian mask it wears on its face. Take. Not only are we a brilliant scientist, we are a ragamuffin? Maybe a thief? Temple? Flooded cave space. Provisional camp equipment was deployed to the underground caverns below the base without any problem. Submarines also worked great. They are fast and maneuverable beyond my predictions. We started exploring some parts of the underwater passage, but it's slow going.
It's stuck.
Damn you, Frank.
It's stuck.
We need to get a fix-it man in here. Biolab. Upper what? Antarctic Expedition, Derby Pickman, Schneider Foundation, 1948-1949. A door that is not locked. Mushrooms? Drinky poos?
I am the liquor, Frank.
Oh, my lord. May Mr. Leahy bless us all. Paper. Note about the origin of Conarium. One sec, gotta wipe my glasses off. Here we go, now I can read. My eyeballs firmly in place. Let me push one back and there we go.
Like the baby.
Like the baby. Dr. Faust is very tight-lipped about how he came up with the strange exploration device he built long ago. The only thing he has told me is that he came across the shunned and forbidden volumes about a device of extraterrestrial origin. But again, these sources do not hint that any existed on Earth except in the dreams of those who like to chew on certain alkaloid herbs. A colloidal. The sessions we hold in the media room to adapt our nervous systems to alien impulses of the machine were frightening at first. If used too much, it affects the body to breaking point. But now I'm used to its non-human sensations. I'm starting to feel like the device is clearing my mind to make it absorb much more than ever before. I feel unconfined and much more receptive. But the most peculiar aspect of the session are that, because it is a shared experience, I'm able to receive impressions, ideas, even memories which belong to other participants. Usually my mind wanders after the session's end, and I cannot focus my thoughts until I've slept for several hours. That strange device surely disorients feelings and bodily functions. But I believe that what it offers is of immense importance. Well said. Nope. Hello. Phonograph cylinder. Phona whoozy?
Unfortunately, one of our researchers, C. Lenning, was found dead in the biolab last Tuesday. Cause of death is currently uncertain, but judging by the accumulation of a mass of green substance found in his mouth and throat area. Dr. Barlow, our botany expert, thinks that Lenning was smothered by small, sticky greenish clumps that look like pollen, belonging to the living samples of the plant Sahiti, which is thought to have become extinct during the Paleozoic era. Dr. DeWitt will perform a post-mortem examination on his body soon.
Very, very peculiar, Mr. Boo. We have a mystery on our hands. Come now. We must move swiftly if we are to extract the knowledge. South Polar Chart. Seems to be markings. Nothing on the back. New campsite was established, waiting for new samples. You bastard cat. I appreciate your company. Hello, kitty.
Where's the kitty?
Why does the light flicker on you so? It's a site in Egypt. There's a problem with one of the freezers. I've labeled it. It must be checked immediately. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Boo. I speak cat.
What a pussy. Yeah. You know. I don't even know anymore. I was trying to make a joke.
You made a fine joke, Boo. Don't you worry. Be happy. Do
God,
do
that's
do
just
do.
really creepy how you're saying everything.
I apologize. Meow.
You just need some creepy music playing in the background. Just make it even more unsettling. I think we're in for some quality time.
They're coming for you, Barbara. Can't you hear them?
What?
Out from the graves betwixt the soil?
What?
Oh. Kitty, the doors seem to be locked. I need your assistance. Do I have a treat for you? I'll call you on my cell phone.
This is Frank Gilman from Upper Watt Antarctic Expedition. Over. It's no use.
We're all alone, Kitty. How do I open you? I have a plant, Kitty. You should stay away, Kitty. Oh my. Oh. This can't be good. No. 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 Kitty? It's okay, just breathe. Kitty. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright, we're cool. We're cool.
Oh, yes. These are the pre-human species we found frozen in a cave far south of the base.
They look like cucumbers. Delicious.
Oh, yes. These are the pre-human species we found frozen in a cave far south of the base.
Sleeping on the job, Jim?
Who is this?
Yes.
It's impossible to
Wait,
determine
what are
with
those things
so
in the...
much decomposition.
Is that an elder thing in the other pod?
We found a key.
Yeah, those are elder things.
Anonymous note. We have finally finished excavating the monolith that was silently awaiting for a soul to see it again. Situated within the circular building we have reached with the link elevator, The magnificent piece of carving was buried halfway down under the mound of debris, and most probably could have been written in the earliest pages of history. I cannot describe exactly my feelings for the first time when I stood aghast, contemplating that gigantic stonework inside those time-worn halls of silence. Only God knows how many ages have passed since its initial carving. Just thinking about its age sends shivers down my spine. Which civilization could have constructed such grandeur, now waving a forlorn goodbye without giving away the secrets of its masters? Furthermore, even though most of them are damaged beyond repair, we've spotted some symbols resembling the rock art of the Sahara Desert in southeast Algeria. We don't have any strong evidence to suggest anything, but Cornell Blank clings mostly to the continental drift theory. In any case, we don't have enough data on its age, but it is evident that history needs to be rewritten yet again. Good job, Anonymous Jim. But we do in fact have a key. Maybe a key to further understanding the rest of this mystery. Yes, we want to overwrite it. And we used our key that we gained. Nope.
I believe no more can we harbor ourselves on the safest shores, for there are things that cannot be undone. I think you should retire to your room. I'm going to think a bit more.
You got it, Jim. Wait. Agartha. Near the Rose Sea. Antarctica, the southernmost continent and site of the South Pole, is virtually uninhabited, ice-covered landmass. Most cruises to the continent visit the Antarctic Peninsula, which stretches towards South America. It is known for the Lemaire Channel and Paradise Harbor, striking iceberg-flanked passageways, and Point Lockroy, a former British research station turned museum. The peninsula's isolated terrain also shelters rich wildlife, including many penguins. The rest of the text is illegible. You see Agartha, some markings on the Antarctic map.
Oh, Chris.
Huh.
You know about the myth story about Agartha?
Enlighten us, Boo.
So Agartha is basically the middle of the world, where the world tree meets the middle of the center core of the Earth. The core of the Earth is actually a giant golden city that has basically realms and gateways to every section of the world, and also to different multiverses. It is an indescribable city of beautiful golden works and lights that's said that's supposed to drive some men mad.
Would you say that its structures are Euclidean?
In some design, but they say they're not even crafted by any Euclidean creatures. These things are, it's way far older than them. And we know how it got there.
Nova in integra Neversi orbis descriptio. Wish I knew Latin, boo. You won't mind if we stay here a while, Jim, and look through your things? I don't think so. You couldn't stop us if you wanted to anyway. You won't tell you play your music too loud, Jim? Kinda looks like a ghoul. You can see the face right there.
Yeah, this kind of real.
You have dream catchers, Jim. You don't sleep. Don't know why you need them.
Let's see, what does it mean?
You have rats in your house, Jim. This is disgusting. Clean up after yourself, you old fool. It smells in here. It's like mildew and give up. You must excuse Jim. He hasn't had a lady in the house for quite some time. Looks like a horse and a squat demon thing. Erotic art. And a clock that no longer functions. This house is dusty. It's a nice painting. I don't know how he can live here. Why do I even visit? Sounds like he's left the washer on. Let's go check.
It's locked.
Don't know why he would lock such a door. Back to the horse and the demon.
Locked. Locked. It's locked.
Is this door
Locked.
Okay, that got oddly quiet. Yeah, now.
Wait, since when did it turn from
Oh,
a...
okay. Okay, we're doing this.
Yeah, the environment's shifted. What the hell's going on? I'm confused. Like, that's such a sudden, like, jarring experience.
Hoo 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 hoo. Elder City, a Cyclopean city. Mountains of Madness. Davershey mixture. Davershey. The legendary drink of the oldest myths. I've heard about the elusive mixture decades ago when I was writing my thesis on Salvia divinorum, also known as the Sage of the Diviners, an entheogenic plant used mostly in religious or shamanistic ceremonies for centuries. No one could gather any information about it other than its legendary mystical psychoactive properties. In some sources it was a drink of the gods, while in others a key for opening gates to places that lie beyond the conventional human senses. The sole bridge to be passed in order to leave the bodily restrictions of the flesh. Most scholars would even kill for a hint about one of its lost ingredients. That's something I was about on the lookout for throughout my career. A new formula is forming in my mind, and I feel like there is a chance for me to produce, if not the original, then a variant of the legendary mixture Davershey. With the new clues I have uncovered during my work here. Antarctica, a scientific historical timeline of the unoccupied continent. Brown University Press, 1892. It's another Upper Water Expedition sketchbook. Somewhat humanoid in form, these sculptures initially remind us of the terracotta army sculptures carved as a funerary art, buried within the first emperor of China to protect him in the afterlife. But, judging by the writings on some of the bas-reliefs, now we believe that the wooden puppets, or golems, were used to carry out some task for their masters, just like the Egyptians, the Ushabidu, funerary figurines, which are the servants of their owner in the hereafter. We saw the golems in several sizes, and it was terrifying to see the huge one sitting in silence on the carved and polished rock stools as if waiting for a command. Interesting. Pronunciation of the Sices. South Polar Chart. Do we check on this one? A nobular device. In lever. Plant, I can't say that we're going to be friends. I don't know what you did with Cat, but I'm going to find out. And when I do, I will report you to the proper authorities. Link elevator. So we went to the depot. What did we find in the depot? I don't think we could get in. No, we couldn't get in. Is there an actual door on this thing? Glossopterus. It is a tree to me. Is it a tree that you see? One too many goes around. It's upper watt barrels.
Right. I don't know if you can hear me, but I am trying. Searching is the only way.
Hey! Hey, can you hear me? Damn it! Who was he?
Well, we thank you for joining another episode of Conarium. I am your host, Euclidean Mind, and I was joined by the wonderful Boo.
Well.
We'll see you next time, and bye-bye.